A Van de Graaff generator is an electrostatic generator invented by an American physicist Robert J. Van de Graaff in 1929. It uses a moving belt to accumulate electric charge on a hollow metal globe on the top of an insulated column, creating very high electric potentials. It produces very high voltage direct current electricity at low current levels. And today, I present you experiment number 12 entitled Van de Graaff. The objective of this experiment is to explore on the concepts and effects of static electricity using the Van de Graaff. The experiment started by setting up the Van de Graaff generator and reading the safety precautions and guidelines before starting the activity. For the first demonstration, sparks, it was started by turning on the wheel and placing the grounded discharge wand near the collector dome, then observations were noted. The distance was varied between the wand and the collector dome to see the different types of sparks the generator can produce, then observations were made. A piece of bond paper was placed between the collector dome and the wand while sparks are visible. For the second demonstration, discharging the generator, different materials except for the discharge wand was used to discharge the generator, then noted the possible materials that can discharge the generator. A fluorescent lamp was held near the charged collector dome and observed. For the third demonstration, hair raising, it started by thoroughly discharging the generator before starting the activity. One of the group members with a long hair was chosen to perform the activity. That representative was let stand on an insulating chair and placed her hands on the generator, then it was turned on. Then observations were followed. In the first demonstration, it was observed that when the discharge wand was placed near the generator, transfer of electrons happens, and turning the generator faster makes the transfer of electrons also faster. It was measured that the distance required in order to get the white spark was 5.5 inches. The transfer of electrons is happening between the bond paper and the wand when the bond paper was placed between the generator and the wand while white sparks are visible. In the second demonstration, it was noted that the possible discharging material was the fluorescent lamp. The fluorescent lamp created a low intensity of light as it placed near the collector dome. In the third demonstration, it was observed that as increasing speed of the generator, the amount of hair strands that going up was also increasing. It is generally observed that the Van de Graaff generates large amount of charge as its speeds increases. There is a certain distance between an object and the dome in order to generate sparks, and there are only certain materials that can discharge the dome. The concept of Van de Graaff was explored during the experiment, where it is observed that the electric charge generated by it was created by the moving belt on a hollow metal dome on the top of an insulated column, forming a very high electric potential. Furthermore, there is a direct proportionality between the speed of the Van de Graaff generator and the amount of electric charge it generates.